Well, it looks like we're getting Marvel Legends figures for Fantastic Four, the first step sooner than we think. So, as we all know, a couple months ago, Hasbro teased some Marvel Legends for the upcoming MCU's Fantastic Four. But ever since then, nothing. No leaks, no announcements, no reveals, anything. Until a couple days ago. And it's a weird way to have this leaked. But on the Walmart website, there is now listings for the Fantastic Four Marvel Legends figures. And right off the bat, they're all $24.97. And there's 5 figures, okay? So as you can see, there's 5 different figures in this line, wave, whatever it is. But the most interesting part about this is that it's showing us when it will be released, which is July 1st. Now, before I tell you guys what I think the 5 figures are, which is going to be pretty obvious, this is the big one. This is the big one because a lot of, fans, collectors have been complaining that, including myself, that we don't like getting figures for, like, movie figures after the movie's released. Perfect example, Deadpool and Wolverine. Now, we got those figures like a few months after the movie was released. And with all due respect, at that point, what's the point? Like, the hype's gone, like, the movie already went by, like, we'll still buy it. But I think, like, look, pre-Endgame, right, before Endgame, we used to always get figures before the movie was released. Now, granted, some of the figures are not accurate to the movie because it's concept art. But I think majority of collectors love getting the figures for that movie before the figures are out, or at least around the same time. And again, with Deadpool and Wolverine, we got the figures for that movie a few months after the movie was released. And even No Way Home, like a whole year after. Like Electro, we got the Electro recently for the No Way Home movie. And it's been like, what, almost 4 years? That's insane. So I like how we're getting these figures before the movie comes out. The movie comes out at the end of the month. We're getting these figures in the beginning of the month. So that's awesome. Of course, I'm talking about July. So now, a few months out, but what's the figures for this wave, or this line? So I think it's gonna be like a retro carded wave. That's my prediction. Because the movie is like a classic retro, theme. So maybe they'll do like a retro carded, figure line for this. So to match that movie. Also, what's weird is that it's only 5 figures in this line. Usually we get like 6 figures in a line or a wave. So that's kind of odd. But of course, the figures are obvious. The Fantastic Four, Human Torch, Mr. Fantastic, Mrs. Invisible, and The Thing. And I think the 5th figure will be Silver Surfer. Now, of course, guys, there's a lot of controversy behind the Silver Surfer, but just to make it clear, the Silver Surfer is Shia LaBeouf, Norman Rod, the OG Silver Surfer, that's his partner. So this is not a, a gender swap thing. She's a real character in the comics. She's the partner of Silver Surfer. So Silver Surfer is not, gender swapped. He's still in the universe. He still exists. We're still gonna get him. So yeah, guys, I think that's gonna be the 5 figures for this line. Again, I don't think it's gonna be able to figure because only 5 figures in the wave. But yeah, guys, let's see how they look. Again, from this tease, they look pretty cool. I'm interested mostly in Thing, as he's my favorite Fantastic Four member. So yeah, I expect an official reveal by Hasbro very, very soon since it just got listed on Walmart. So yeah. Now, of course, the $24 for the figure is not ideal. I miss the times when figures were $19.99. That was, perfect. But hey, that's life. Everything's expensive nowadays. What can you do? So yeah, I'm pretty excited for these figures. I'm excited for the movie as well. The MCU has been on a winning streak lately, especially with the new Avengers. That was an amazing movie. One of the best movies since Endgame. And I'm really excited for this upcoming Fantastic Four movie. Thanks for watching, guys. Hulk out.